a whole new cryptid. Okay, so for those that missed the explanation before, the idea today is to make something from scratch. Like, I got nothing. This is what I got, right? The idea is to make a new, like, creature, cryptid, whatever you want to call it. Something that we can... Okay, or maybe this is going to be the new marketable internet horror creature, right? Forget Siren Head, forget Slenderman. This is gonna be the new guy, right? That's what we gotta do today. This might be a bit lofty of a goal, but you know, you gotta aim high. Alkite friend, yeah. They're probably gonna be friends with Alkite. Bender boy. Okay, so as for maybe something to start with, maybe we could use our very random and weird prompt generator. So if you guys aren't on the Discord, I know a lot of you watching are, but for those that aren't, check out the link down below, or there'll be a link popping up in chat in a moment. There we go. So one of the cool things that we got on this Discord is this prompt generator. So on here, you can just ask for a prompt, and it'll give you like a mystery prompt that you can use for like writing or drawing or whatever. Like the missing hour. Okay, that's like pretty mysterious, something you can base a little story on. But we also got a creature generator. So you just do creature. Hey everybody. Clep getting in there. Just getting in the stream. Hi stream. So you can ask for creatures and it'll give you like some weird hybrids you can use. And some of them are pretty wacky, but honestly some of them are quite fun. Hi Twitch. So let's take a look at this one. This one is called, whoa. This one is called the Wailing. It has human and grasshopper features. That's pretty interesting, actually. Ungulic, I don't know how to pronounce that. Unguliclade, whatever. It has like horse legs, you know. I guess you could have grasshopper legs. Could still fit the definition. And a lot of claws, so like really big claws or something. Gray and skinless. Okay. Kind of large as a dog. It has like algae growing on his body. Okay, this is a pretty cool creature. Very strange, but the good thing about this, we can just take whatever you want and discard the rest. You can also check what right here for the Morgum. So elk and dog features. With again ungulate legs and twice the normal amount of eyes, so like 4 eyes. Brown spiky. Okay, that's interesting. It's like an elk dog. Location parking garage. I like that. So anyone can come here and use the prompt generator if that's something you're interested in. There's actually been some very cool creature designs coming out of this. Also had the Hrazas, however that is pronounced. With grasshopper and badger. Bone crests. Oh, that's good. I like that. Pretty big, large as a deer. Okay. Underground. That's an interesting one. You gotta find something. You gotta find something that is marketable, you know? You gotta find something that'll take the internet by storm, if you know what I mean. So this has human and cat features. Okay, large claws, a stinger. We might discard that part. White and skinless. Small as a mouse, we'll also discard that, because that would be pretty pretty boring if we did a very cool creature and it was like this tall. Abilities none. This guy got nothing. Hellcat flies. Why not this one be low to the ground? Yeah, I think that's fair. I think that's pretty fair. We haven't got any aquatic creatures. Let's roll until we get an aquatic, just to see if we... Because it can generate either terrestrial or aquatic. There we go. There's an aquatic one. Swordfish and shark, proboscis, and twisted antenna. That's pretty cool. Would have a pretty interesting face, I think. Like maybe the sword of the swordfish, but ending in like proboscis, like a little mouth on the end. That would be pretty interesting. It scales. Okay, that's a pretty cool one. I think let's go with terrestrial. Right, it's more, again, more marketable. Underwater creatures are cool, but I need something realistic. Cat boy, please no. That would be, yeah, that's actually, I didn't think about that. I was trying to think of a monster, you know. But this is a cat boy creature. That is true. Like skinless. It's way more horrifying than a cat boy. But it's small too, which is brings back the adorableness a little bit higher. A cryptid that can be made into plushies. I mean, if you guys have seen Siren Head plushies, you'll see that anything can be made into plushies. Oh god. Oh, I saw this again. Hang on, let me find the link. I don't remember where I sent this. No, I think I lost it. Anyway, I saw a very bad Siren Head like merch thing today. It was very painful. Oh, there we go. Who made this? This is so bad, and I think it looks like it's based on a bad costume instead of being based on like an actual drawing. So it is very strange. You can see like the edge between the mask and the rest. Oh dear, indeed. Hey Alexa. So, and as you can see here, if Siren Head, which has a very weird and lanky design, can be made into a plushie, any kind of monster can, right? By the way, never buy this. This is not real or like official. It's just people suing poor Trevor Henderson's designs. So we need something marketable, right? Need maybe a catboy creature. Maybe that's the one, but I don't know. Let's try another one. I'll take pitches, by the way. If you guys got any ideas to throw at me, and we'll try to work through them. Maybe like combine a few things. Oh, human and snake. That could be interesting. I love the ones that had human parts, because that's way cooler to make into cryptids. Has hooves. Okay, interesting. Like a chimera man. Prominent eyes. Grey fur. I would remove the fur part of it, I guess. Large as a dog. I would make that large as a guy, at least. Symbiotic relationship with the next creature this generator produces. Oh, that's gonna be a pain. Anatomical furless catboy. Oh my god. We'll make a little sketch. I'm not great at drawing, but the idea is to make a Photoshop like in my own style. Human and snake with hooves. Yeah, it's a good combo, I think. But right now what comes to mind is those enemies in Dark Souls, which are just like humanoid humanoid snakes with like big swords. So that's what I'm thinking. That's the idea it gives me. Person with head in clouds. That's just me. That's just me all the time, every day. I don't know, how would a snake person look like? Gonna just to not destroy my retina in the process, just gonna do it like this. Gonna invert it. So like maybe like a realistic snake face. I don't know how to draw snakes, so this is just memory. Like a snake face that just ends in a lanky human body, something like that. It should have like very bad posture. It's a creature. So it's like arms pretty much to the ground, like sort of a feral person that doesn't really work upright. Snake dog, that's true. I have a nice little snake dog there. It is. I like trolling, and every time someone follows, it does the Photoshop error sound. So it's just ways of trolling people. Crowdsource scaly. Come on. I don't know how to do arms though. Please don't judge my drawing skills. I don't know how to draw, so that's why I do Photoshop. Yeah, I should do like the general body structure before I start with the arms. If you can hear snoring in the background, that's a dog. Oh, it has hooves, doesn't it? Should maybe like be like deer legs. Checkmate atheists. Kind of want it to be like hunched over. But I don't know how to make that well with hooves. Maybe we'll just drop the hooves, I don't know. Face is humanoid, but snake mouth. That'd be cool. I just really like snake faces. Could have like something humanoid on it. Like maybe the snake face, just by its features, has a sort of skull shape. I don't know how to do the skull shape on this, but... So at first glance, it looks like a... like a skull or something. And a wig. Just like some luscious hair. Beautiful. I like the skull on the snake. That's pretty cool, actually. I like the body posture. Kind of like a hunched over back. I don't really know how to connect it well. We should just do a side view. Gonna be easier for me, for my dumb little brain. That one pick, yeah, Golden Cryptid. I like that pick. Where did it come from, by the way? There's gotta be some, like, artist that's really pissed that his picture was taken, but nobody remembers him. Of them. That would be an interesting one to find out. I like just finding, trying to track down a picture, finding its origin. It's always very... It's always fun, and it's good to just like recognize the original artist that made it. Especially with things like cryptid pictures and stuff. Where some people just blindly follow, blindly just believe it. And yeah, and the original artist that made it just gets absolutely no credits because people believe it's real. I would love like really lanky arms, kind of long. Yeah, it was a bridge. I don't know the name of the creature right now. It's not coming to me, but yeah, it's a creature that lives under a bridge. And so we're going like extra lanky. I like normal fingers in the hands. Don't know how human though. Maybe they do have a claw like this. I don't know, that's a concept. It's a pretty good concept, I'd say. Gonna say hi to us. Hey guys. It's kind of hunched over like your Fogman, true. Mock is cool, but it's already like his own thing, and I wouldn't claim him as mine. It's just Mock, you know. It's just a little running guy. For a little running guy, just going very fast. We love this guy. Oop. There he goes. Just like little nubs for the hands. That is unclear. Some people draw him with hands, some people don't. Yeah, maybe it's the same. Maybe it's just like an evolution. Grown-up mock. By the way, mock, those of you that don't know, stands for mountain creature caught running behind Google car, and it's the new hip cryptid everybody's talking about. Mega evolution. Gotta go fast. Maybe that's it's gonna be an open question. Is it the same? Is it different? Who knows? Okay, but this is a concept then. I think this guy's a pretty good contender. I like the idea. I think the design still would need some iteration. This just would be basically making it up on the spot. So it's definitely not perfect, but I kinda like him. It's a good start. And since we're doing Photoshop, one of the things I'm looking for is a creature that can be recreated with normal animal parts, probably something that's not terribly uncommon to untextured. Thank you for that follow. So I don't know, give me good names for this creature. He's waving at us, yeah. He is. He's a nice little guy. He looks terrifying, but he doesn't want to harm anyone. Just living his best life, you know? I don't know. Let's pull up another of those prompts, I think, and see if it comes up with other cool ideas, and then we'll have some different things to choose from, right? So let's go here, and let's keep pulling some creatures. Okay, that's an aquatic one. I'm just gonna skip the aquatics. Oh, this is an aquatic but with human features. That's pretty fun. Like a normal name or a species name? More like a normal name. The idea is to make like a cool creature and not necessarily a creature that's not necessarily a creature that's for cryptozoologists to like investigate. Just a cool creature, cool concept, right? So I mean, this one is aquatic. So let's roll for a terrestrial. There you go, shrew and panda. Oh god, that's a hard combination. That's red claws and it's blind. That's cool. That's good. I do want something with human, if possible. We did get a cat boy before, which was fun. Go in here. Where is it? Human and cat features. Like skinless and with huge claws. So it's like a terrible cat boy. The snake people in Greek mythology called Lamias. Interesting. I think I've heard that name. It's probably like enemies in video games. They usually take like mythological things. Ningen rules. Yeah, that's cool. That is true. Should we do like terrifying cat boy? The generator gave it to us. It's not something I'm pulling out of nowhere. How does a terrifying cat boy look like? Is the question. Terrifying cat boy, yes. Oh my god. It doesn't have... Okay, so we can't do like very human anatomy. It's gotta be like pretty far removed from human. Kinda like this guy, you know? Kinda human arms and some recognizable stuff. Seen plenty of them, of catboy creatures. Then we might be treading on familiar territory there. On like things that people have done, right? Furless cats. Okay, I need some reference for that. That's a good idea. What's a sphinx, right? Yeah. Yeah, they're pretty terrifying. Okay, let's pull that up as reference. Call it... God, that's the name, but... Vaskebjorn. Like that. Catboy holding a milk truck. Human cat. Bingus, yeah, that's true. Oh. CC compliant image. Oh, I love it. Oh my god. It's a lot of Loveland Frogman vibes. And if you haven't seen this one I did a few weeks ago. So this is a very classic picture of the Loveland Frogman. It's what comes up when you look it up on Google. It's one of the first results. It's on Wikipedia. And I always find it very funny because it's a very like shoddy Photoshop job. It does the trick, but the textures are like very flat and it's kind of strange perspective. So a few streams ago, we remade it and we did RTX on mode. So maybe we could do that with this picture at some point, because it is just out there, you know? Your favorite image? Basket to wash Bjorn Bear. I like that. Wash Bear as a raccoon. Okay, so are we doing like Sphinx Cat features there? Like something approaching them, right? They have huge eyes, by the way. Can make them more terrifying though, like just add some fangs. You know what actually be easier? I'm not good at drawing, so we should just use pictures. That'll make our concept artwork here a little bit easier. I know I'm using copyrighted stuff, but it's just to make up quick concepts, you know? Bam, that's easier. Should have done that from the beginning. Cat shaving monster. I think like really dark eyes is always a good thing to do. Just gotta leave the shine on. That's a good start. White eyes are creepier. I'll debate that. I like white eyes too. Like, even if I look at my profile picture, it has white eyes. But I think both have their place. And if you want to do black eyes, it's going to be a little bit more realistic. But white eyes are always going to be like sort of paranormal. And black eyes just looks like a creature with really large pupils or something. Why do you shave cats? Bear, you criminal. Okay, what kind of body it has? So like sort of humanoid, but hunched over, maybe. Just like the opposite of what the internet imagines a cat boy is. Like really long fingers. Let's do 3 fingers for simplicity here. Oh god. You criminals. Shaving cats. So I'd imagine something like hunched over like this. I don't know, this is kind of non-threatening though, but I find it funny. Skimming, he has like a skimming attitude, yeah. How human are his legs though? You know, if we name the creature, we could call it like the cat boy of something or other, like of a place. Not like a creature that haunts a specific place, and they call it the cat boy because they call it that way before cat boy was a thing on the internet, so it just stuck. Of course, got to make a story for it if we do. If a good cryptid has a story, you know? Some lore. Maybe maybe there's this more like paws or something. Like a scheming little guy. Although. My sister's painting some stairs and she's going crazy. Take the whole music. Okay. Oh. That's cute. I like that. It's way better than mine, obviously. At the end of the day, these are just concepts. We're making some very specific ideas, and then we'll do a cool Photoshop, and that's the main piece. This is just us making up stuff at random. I think it's gonna be dog time. Caramba, ¿me pasas? Dog time, you guys. Oh. There she is. Say hi. She's the best. When you least expected her, here she comes. Oh. It's time for her to go to bed, so you guys say goodbye. It's growing so much. Her name is Kawa. She's so cute. Looking at a normal looking frog. That's basically the Loveland Frogman though. I also have a big dog who's also sleeping there, but I don't think he'll want to see us today. Apple. Yeah, he's coming. Big dog time. Apple. Hey. Hola. Hola. Oh. And like that, he's gone. Oh my god. There we go. No, Kawa with W. It's not written like that. It's written like K-I. No, Q-A H-U-A. It's Arabic for coffee, and it used to be the name of my mom's dog, which was also a winter dog, and when she was little, so that's why we named her like that. Really, in Ukrainian too. Ukrainian. It's cool. It's also, if you translate it to Japanese, it means river. So, it has different translations. Now it looks like it's cold. I don't know how to do expressions. Oh, I'm so cold. Let's try to think of more concepts. I think the cat boy is fun, but it's a bit too memey. And remember we're looking for next marketable creature. Coffee River. That is true. Yeah, let's try to build more concepts. Aquatic. Let's skip the aquatics. Just copy this. Oh, red panda and wild beast features. With a shell. That's a fun one. It's like maybe the face of a red panda. I don't know how the red panda looks like. I know it's just like a cute little guy with whiskers and little ears like that, and then the body of a wild beast. It's like a huge herbivore, however you say that. But it has just a cute red panda face and maybe like a big tail like them. Or like huge in size, just imagine that. It's not the right. Imagine like a herd of these, like it's like thousands. Your cryptid who doesn't kill is dangerous. It's like shy. I like shy cryptids. I like yeah, the ones that don't let themselves show because they're just very shy. Kevin, struggle your way through something. It's a very specific word. But now my favorite is this guy. It's pretty cool. I mean, I like the combo of snake plus human. I feel like it would be pretty Dark Souls territory, which is what I don't love about this like concept. But I still think it would be like instantly recognizable, so it's always a plus. Let's find images online. Try to make a quick. Hey Ningen. A quick concept within. There's tons of colors of snake. I don't know which one I would go for, but it seems good. Well, like a cobra is pretty cool too. Maybe a bit too obvious though. Like those Dark Souls guys, they do cobras too. There we go. Easy. Oh, not perfect, but good enough. Where does it live? God, we haven't gotten that far. I have no idea. Where should it live? A real question. Snowy weather and wind blowing. Yeah, that sounds like a horrible combination. Forest cave. Yeah, I think like forest is a pretty obvious choice. I mean, we can also like leave it unclear. We don't have to make up the whole backstory to it, right? The forest is in a cave that's in a forest. That's It lives in recursive places. Let's try to find maybe something for the hooved feet. So maybe like a moose? Which is a singular form of meese. It's a little known fact. Okay, I want something where the feet are visible though. Give me something good. Maybe just deer in general should do the trick. Oh, don't know how to ride today. Yeah, that's like in general, Old Norse words survive in Iceland, don't they? Oh, this is okay. Strange language they have over there. There are women's shoes that look like goat feet. Oh my god. I don't like that. Okay, that's all right. Not bad. We don't have to make a perfect selection. I just want something that works more or less. Hold on. I'm back. Icelandic is the closest you get to Old Norse. Yeah, I've heard that. It sounds very, very different from what the little I've learned of Swedish. I don't know if we should do like deer tail, but let's skip it off for now. We'll probably have to like sort of mold these so they make a bit more sense, but you can always like puppet warp them later. Like maybe bend them over like this, or we'll figure it out. Let's leave it like this for now. Had a very little tail. Yeah, I mean this kind of works too. I would like that if it had something, because if it doesn't, it looks like very barren, kind of boring. Okay, now we'd need some sort of body, and I'm wondering what animal to use for this. For the arms, we can just use human arms. But we'll need something to cover the torso, more or less. When do you keep making it worse? Yeah, it's... I hate it. It must be so uncomfortable to get used to. Okay, what animal can we use for this? The torso. Gorilla. I wouldn't want anything like too furry. I'm thinking maybe like pig. And just mold it. Big seems like a pretty nice canvas that we can use. And there's sure to be a lot of pictures. It has to be something that's fairly accessible. Fairly easy to use, right? Bold gorilla. That's pretty good. It's like sort of furry, but kind of pink and weird. I like that. Maybe we'll to give it some use. I won't be doing the teats though. It's a bit too much, but I mean we can leave them. That might be fun. A fun addition. Mega JPEG. Huh. Oh, oh god. This is snack. Oh, I love it. Yeah, I've seen bold monkeys. The thing is, we need something that we can readily find pictures of. Because if we need to make it in different perspectives and different like places, it's gonna be hard. So as much as they're cool, I think I'd rather use something a bit easier to find as a base, like this. Just remove the tail. Do the trick. Now, okay. No, I don't want to do too hairy, because it's gonna be like sort of human-like. What's that? That's it. Yeah, I've seen this picture. It looks very threatening. I would not try to piss off that guy. Okay. Now this is something I can like stretch around. Oh. Apply, there we go. No, I shouldn't be attaching it to this, to the legs. We're not really making that. I'm trying to sort of make this. Figure out the legs later. I love cutting together different animals, just doing weird things like this. It's always fun. Better head for bed. Yeah, you should. Starting to be late here. Not that that is a problem for me. I basically live at night. Don't be like me, guys. Have a good night, Bear. And thanks for chatting. We got a lot of people today. Who retweeted my tweet or something? That's I don't know if a lot of these people are coming through the Twitter or something. That's cool. Welcome everybody. need to trim that too. Okay, Alexa, have a good night. Okay, that's pretty good. Maybe I'll hunch him over a little bit more though. Okay, that's not bad. How big are we making the snake head? It's an important question to solve here. By the way, if you think this method is weird, this is how I create most of my more complicated creatures. The process to make, for example, well, this one, since I have it open, for example, that was the same thing, just with different frogs. The process for making this guy here. Okay, here's the original pictures I used. Like bird skulls, just like bits of carcasses with bones jutting out. Bits of chicken, a lot of them. Bat wings, just like a lot of animals, and it ended up being something that's fairly consistent. Coherent, I guess. Yeah, maybe the arms are good. I need to find a public domain picture or something though. And that's the biggest trouble, is that hairless monkeys are not like such a common thing. So I think I just use human arms. That's the most likely candidate here. Let's try to find some arms. By the way, I haven't saved this at all. Just call it Cryptid. I don't know. Still don't have a name for it, so. What's the pick from earlier? Yeah, let's see. Maybe some arms. See if we can find something isolated that we can use. Great stock pictures, you guys. Okay, this is good. Kind of muscly, but should be pretty useful. Was that? Oh yeah, but that's not going to be public domain or royalty free in any way. It's from the sun. So as much as the picture is good, it's not going to be usable. I mean, it will be usable, but I wouldn't be able to use the result for anything. So I'd rather stray away from that. It's one of the bigger challenges that you have when doing Photoshop in general, is it that you're mostly using pictures from other people, and the whole copyright situation is a bit of a mess sometimes. God, that was a bad cut. I appreciate the effort, Photoshop, but this ain't it. Okay, that should be a good enough first cut. Oh, got a chunk of the arm. I'm just cutting up chunks here. I don't mind that it's not perfect, because we're gonna be like messing around with it, making it thinner and stuff anyway, so. So I'm not looking for a perfect edge in this case. Just good enough. Well, that's in general with everything I do. That's gonna be way too bulky. It's a good base though. So we are going to just apply this into its own layer. We gotta be playing around with it. Okay, first things first. Lanky. Thinner. I don't care about the hand. So we can just ignore that part. Okay, now we need to kind of blend between these two. What a weird hybrid we're making. Is this gonna be for the other arm? Gonna change the puppet warp. Okay, how do we feel about this, like, general shape? I think, so if we're gonna use this directly, just place it in a picture, do one on my classic cryptid pictures, we should... maybe like change the pose a little bit so it's sort of facing towards us a little bit more. It's probably a good idea. So good to do this. Just kind of move the whole body a little bit. And then maybe change the face so it's kind of facing towards us more. We can keep the neck maybe, but change the face. That's probably our best bet. This second arm, I'm gonna remove it. I'm just gonna pull up this picture again. There we go. I'm gonna try to choose here. That's pretty good. It's kind of in the shadow, but it should do the trick for what we want. We gotta remove the tattoo though. Oh, that's not a very good selection. Understandable though, it's kind of working in very low light conditions. That's never gonna get a very precise thing. Okay, a few things. We're gonna make that selection a little bit better. You work out, it does. We're gonna be toning down the the muscle mass a little bit. For now I just want to get like the general shape correct, and then we'll worry about the rest. Just let this guy a little bit more to the corner. Okay, so first things, gonna applying this layer mask. I'm gonna make this a little bit thinner because the other arm is pretty thin too. Gonna be removing this. Doesn't need to be perfect, just it's Russian prison tattoos. Yeah, let's give it like a very strange backstory where he's been to prison. Now it's gotta have some lore, but like something very basic. Just like 2 or 3 things. I think for the back of the arm here, gonna flip this. Gonna kind of attach it there. I'll flip it again. Yeah. Then we'll kind of modify it a little bit so the muscle mass doesn't look like it's the same. I'm not trying to go for very anatomically correct, so that's not my main concern. It's a monster at the end of the day. We don't care about anatomy. That's for fools. Test subject in a Russian prison laboratory. Okay. For the head then, we need to do something for the head and then for the hands. I think that's our two main things here. So let's look for more snakes. Try to find a cool one. Okay, as always, when we look in these sites, we find strange things like, who made this? Why did they make it? What was their artistic intent here? Who knows? Oh god. Very cursed. These are very cursed. Yeah, I guess because the person that did this one just took this one and added the apple. Oh, little boy. Oh. Oh, that's a cool looking snake. I don't know if it's right for our guy, but I like it. This is a snake screeching at us, screeching at the camera. I like the concept, but I don't like this specific picture too much. It looks kind of dorky. Fantasy erotica, yeah. This could be good. I'd like something where it's looking towards us a little bit. What I'm looking for specifically is a good head, but also something we can get the neck from. It would be best if we got both from the same snake. Because then we have like matching patterns and scales and everything. That's good. That's pretty good. It's got over here, but it could do the trick. Oh god. Oh, this picture. He looks so darky. Should we just put him with a toad in his mouth? Oh god. What's up with people? Someone took time out of their day to make this, and you know, props to them. They're out there putting their work like out into the world, doing art, you know. Always gotta appreciate that. Oh, baby. Oh, I really like this snake. But it has the same problem of not looking at the camera too much. Doesn't need to be specifically looking at the camera, but at least like facing towards it would be good. Same one. No, it's similar, but it's like very edited already. Still, I don't like the angle. Yes, yes, I hit that kind of armor. Look at this guy. It's a very cool snake. If only we had this one, but looking at us. Oh, this is good actually. That's similar to this, but it looks like less dorky. Yeah, I guess the face by itself can be changed. Ideally though, we want to find something where we have both the neck and the face, because that'll just make our job much easier. Look at this. another cursed composite. Oh, this is good. I like the albino. Oh, I really like this. I think this is the winner just because of the color and the the red eyes. Corn snake. Is that the name of it? Oh, these are cool. Okay, I think this is the winner. Get a quick cut and see how it looks. Hope you guys are enjoying this new little cryptid we're making up on the spot. I'm still taking suggestions for names. God. Little edge here. There we go. You guys got any cool names this guy could have? Yeah, I really like this albino look. Also, I think this should be the size we're looking for. So we're gonna just cut this and then just try to fit it. We'll remove the droplets and stuff. Kind of like that it's looking to the side here, but let's try to raise up the neck. Yeah, that's a bit more interesting. Searching for serpents has some cursed result. Oh my god. Oh. Who uploaded this? Like, open clip art vectors. Looks like a person that does like 1,000 of them a day. Oh, I do appreciate things like this, because this is a very annoying to cut, and someone that has done it for you already is always appreciated. Why does it have a tiny bow? Because he wants to look cute. What kind of question is that? Why does anyone have a tiny bow? Okay, I like this. It goes well with the rest of the color. Now we only need some claw-like hands. I think that's gonna be our creature. And we just need to place it somewhere. Yeah, I think so. Morgrum. Yeah, it's cool. Sounds like kind of like fantasy name, like an orc or something. Oh, we'll figure out the shadows and stuff later. I just wanted to add like a little touch there to match the neck. Also, talking about the neck, let's just do a quick pass to remove some of the water droplets. Some in the edge there, starting to smooth out. Thank you for the follow, Blight Sheep. Oh, Aethris, thanks for sticking around. You have a good night. Clip, how are you following right now? Took you long enough. Were you not convinced that my stream is good? Dude. Don't worry, mate. I'm messing with you. Okay, that takes care of the droplets. Oh, I got some bad edges. That happens when I do things too fast and I don't double check. Not gonna matter too much. But it's good to clean them up a little bit. That should do it. Unlock VTuber mode, you guys. Okay, hands. Okay, what kind of hands can we get? Okay, let's think of an animal that has some good like claw-like hands. Thinking more like birds. Something bird-like. Like, I don't know, any kind of eagle or something. Just reducing saturation here to match with the rest, by the way. quick little adjustment. Oh. Let's control you. Coming together slowly. We'll need to do some textures here. That's fine. Okay, hands or claws or something. That's what we need now. Okay, these I'm just gonna delete. Already got what we're looking for there. Okay. Claws. Oh, very good crab. Reptile is not bad. I need to get like a clear shot of them though. That's the main part of it. Bird is pretty good. Yeah, with a little bit of modifying, I think bird can work. Let's try them on though. And see if they work. Again, it would need a bit of adjustment, but we'll never know if we don't try. Come on, hoping for a good Photoshop job here. Decent. Okay. I'll take it. Just fixing up the edges. I think this back claw here, I'm either gonna remove it or just use it for something different. So it doesn't look like so bird-like. So it hopefully looks a little bit more like other kinds of animals. Okay, mate. There we go. A little bit of manual adjustment. Okay, first smooth that edge a little. Just to smooth some of the bad edges. Now we just... no, not the right one. There. Okay. So hopefully these serve as a decent base for our claws. And I hope, thankfully we're still working with fairly easy to find animal parts. And that's always important, because if I'm gonna do this creature again, I would need to find like the same parts all over. So I need to, I don't know, if I use a very strange rare creature instead of a deer, for example, for the legs, I have to go find another picture of that again, and it's just way harder. So yeah, I'd rather stick with fairly normal looking creatures. Okay, so I'm gonna shorten that. I think we'll do the removing the whole back claw here. And then it's just a matter of matching this to the hand. Just like lift it up a little. And go here, just remove that little hand. Doesn't serve any purpose at this point. Yeah, a little bit. So, okay, here's the thing I want to do is I use this back claw here and just make it pop out like this. Kind of like it's just a claw by itself, like some animals have. Okay, and now for textures. As you can see, the texture is very different in the arm and just a hand. So we need to either make one like the other, like put skin on here, or make some sort of transition. It should be the easier path here. Oh, I lost the rest of the leg. Hold on. There we go. So I kind of want to do something like this. And maybe like a couple scales like that. And have a little bit of a transition. Then I want to mess with the color here. So this is just gonna be the claw. And I'm gonna do hue saturation. I'm gonna try to select whatever this is. It's gonna be yellows. So I'm gonna turn them into hopefully something more orange and desaturated. That way it approaches the skin tone a little bit more. We're also gonna do a soft light, I think. I'm gonna be brightening this a little bit. Just trying to bring it closer to the rest. Okay, that's not bad. And for the other claw, I think we can just copy this. Get a bit smaller. Put it back there, and then we'll just do some level adjustments so it matches. Maybe puppet warp here so it looks a little bit different. Just different enough that it'll trick the eye, but just slightly different to each other. Not much of a change, but it should help. Okay, and then I think this is the base of our guy, right? Should we do something for the tail? Like maybe something more snake-like, or should we leave that deer-looking tail? What do you guys think? What a horrible creature we just made. Needs a name too, by the way. Okay, so I'm just gonna combine the whole arm in the back. Arm 2. These are the legs. We could cut them, do something like this, and then just add our own tail. Yeah, maybe some long tail would be fun. We'd need to find some snake tail. Do you call it tail or just the back part of a snake? I guess. Let's see. Let's look for something that could work. Okay, so maybe even these. They're already cut for us, so we can just try them on. It should be easy enough. They're very colorful, though. That is true. They're also... oh, they're not very high quality. Let's forget these. Let's actually look... what was the name? Corn snake? I think it was. Oh, there we go. That second one is perfect. Just what we need. What is you guys' favorite cryptid? Counting cryptid in like the broadest definition. Like it can be any like modern folklore creature, I guess. You could even say Siren Head. That counts. Oh, this is... yeah, I like this. I think this is the right choice. For sure. Okay, so actually... let's put that on top. Because it might be going over the hand like this. So... I'm going to smooth it out a little. And then... see, this is starting to look like something. It's kind of the thing with Photoshop. It always looks terrible until it looks good. And now there's always a point where you're like, oh, there's actually something now. Before it was a pile of burning trash, now it is a thing. So you always gotta manage your own expectations when working on something, and kind of remember that it gets better as you kind of start fitting the pieces and working them together and adding shadows, adding the first basic things. Then it starts like, oh, this is clicking, you know? Okay, now we can remove this guy since it was our reference and we don't need him anymore. Okay, this is the unnamed cryptid. Okay, a few things we need to do. This part here needs a little bit of texture from the body, just for a smoother transition. So we're just gonna take this big texture and we're gonna add it on top of this, like so. Okay. And this is what I wanted, exactly. Yeah, that'll bridge those two together a little bit better. Although I wonder if I should... Yeah, I should draw like a little bit of a shadow here. Then we're going to take again the same pig texture, and we're going to add it to the arm. If I found it. There. It's called training. Just gonna take everything here and call it there we go. So this all is going to be the arm. There we go. Perfect. Just fits the whole length of the arm. So just gonna paint with it and try to get the transition looking nice at least. And I kind of bring it down. Maybe you can put it on overlay. I'll multiply. Multiply is good here. So we're just gonna go down with it. Just add some hair to that arm. Looks great. Okay. Do the same thing for the other arm. Layer mask. Oh, I need to smooth this transition. There we go. Kind of a U-shaped, like going down, you mean? You can try that. Just make a copy of the head. Just over here. Oh wait. Complete layer mask. Oh no, that's the body. I'm stupid. This is the head. Dummy. I should name my layers. I'm too terrible. Hold on, let me remove the other one. There. Yeah, I like how it's more feral in this. It's more animalistic, Which is quite a thing to say about basically a hybrid of different animals, but... Let's try out different shapes here. See what works better. Okay, let's move everything a little bit. There we go. Okay, so just in terms of head placement, I kind of like them both. I think it's going to depend on where we put him, because it's not going to be in a void like this. We got to place him somewhere. Gotta find like cool forests or somewhere to place it. So I guess it'll depend on that. We can just move the head around. Should we do that now, actually? I think we have everything placed. We can find a background for it. How about that? That'll help us do the whole like lighting and stuff in a more orderly way. So I think forests is a pretty logical place to put it in. Let me save this. Like something pretty dark. We could also go black and white. I mean, go here and do forests. Try to find something fairly creepy looking if we can. This is not bad if there's a high quality picture of this. That's not very good. Let's see if they're wrong about the size. Here's the one. Nope. No, it's just very low quality. Not gonna work. Oh, this is good. This is a forest fire, but it's very creepy by itself. So I like that. And it's not very dark, but that's something we can fix. Okay, let's try to find this. And here. If it loads, that's that's the problem with the Library of Congress side. It just does that. Well, if it doesn't load, we'll have to find it somewhere else. Let's try again and just look for pictures or something. This site is very good. It's one of my favorite sites to find images, but it is very finicky and it'll just break on the lightest touch. Just randomly breaks. Oh, it worked. It did work this time. Okay, that's good. TIFF 24 megabytes. Okay, that's good. Save that. I mean, there we go. I think I closed that on accident. There. Let's see this. It might be 12 megabytes. Okay. So this should be the better one. Let's see if old school forest fits this guy. Oh, that's very high quality. Not super high, but high enough. Can work with this. Okay, so we'll go with this corner, because it's the most populated part. Can actually flip it here. Give it all a little black and white filter, so we don't have to worry about color. And I'm just gonna give it a quick pass to just darken everything quite a bit. Don't know how hard to go, but hopefully that's good. Let's see, what face should we use? Take the whole thing, group it up. Let's try to, ooh, that's ugly. Give it a second, I guess, to, there we go, to find itself. See, I kind of like this creeping low head look. How big compared to man? I mean, we don't have to put a man on there. We just have to. We can do as big as we like. I think pretty big. It's a monster creature that chases you through the woods. Like, go big or go home. Okay, let's reflip it. I'm just trying to like imagine it in all these different places. Go a bit smaller maybe? Oh, where is it? Control T. Come on, there we go. Did that thing again. Yeah. You know, before I make it smaller, just gonna copy this rough group, merge it, and just play around with it as a layer, and then we'll decide. Should be easier. So I think since this is kind of a snake, snake-looking guy, it would be good to have it like weaving around the trees. So like partially obscured in some areas. Okay, so maybe he does this, for example. Could do this with any tree, but just do a quick example. I think it'll be easier to visualize. Oh, there we go. Yeah, why not? And of course, we can always like move the arms and stuff around. I'm thinking like, for example, if we need to put one of the feet onto a stump or something, we can perfectly do that. We can just like morph the arm, and yeah, it shouldn't be too much of a problem. So maybe something in this vibe. I would like to have his neck kind of weave behind a tree at some point. What if we move this? We don't have too much space. Problem. We can still make it larger. I think the quality allows up to this size should be fine. More than this, we're already losing too much quality, I think. Oh, not vertically. Okay, I like this, for example. And to maybe have him... Oh. Maybe have him like go around the tree like that. Still not convinced, because I want to show him off in a way, but in another way I still want to hide him a little bit from the camera. If that makes any sense, and I know it doesn't, but... Let's see, maybe we can find another good alternative. Save this. This is full of cars. Would have been good though. Maybe a not burnt forest. Or regular one. I still want to see it. I want to see something like pretty wooded. Like pretty dense. You'd think it would be easier to find a picture of just a dense forest. It's kind of good, it's too bright though. I want something that's darker, or that I know I can make look darker. I think that'll work. How about this? It's quite dark. If this is high quality, then it might be the right one. Could be, could be. Let's try to find it and just put it on. Usually the best test for this. Oh, this website is sometimes impossible to find what you're looking for on it. I don't know what's up with their like search function. Here it is though. Sometimes it's so hard. This could be alright, but it's not gonna work. Okay, I think that might be the quality we need. Hey, AMC Photography. Thank you for that follow. You're making a cool creature. Hope you're doing well. So this is the creature, this is the mock-up, we still haven't done the lighting or anything. But we're trying to find a background for it. Like some creepy forest to put it in or something. This, by the way, is just a random concept that we came up on the fly. It's oh. There we go. This might be too much for the quality we have, but hopefully this is crisp enough. I think it should do the trick. So I guess the idea would be to have him like pop out from the brush here into the trail, right? I think that could be a good compromise between like not showing too much and have it kind of be hiding. Like you just got him running through the trail and before it went to hide away again. This picture is way too large though. Let's go with a bit smaller and see if we can get away with it. That should give us a crisper result, and that's always good. Okay, so the idea would be to have something like this, where it's just popping up like that. What do you guys think? How's that? Give it a second to transform. Okay. And as far as the head goes, we had two options for the head. And this was the second one we came up with, but the other one is... if I found it. Yeah. A bit more upright. I don't think it would work with this framing though. So let's just go with more slithering one, I guess. So now we need to combine this. Get a smooth transition. And then we have to remove all these droplets. Because they make sense in the real version of this snake, because it's small. But here they would be just giant droplets, just nonsensical. Okay, just smoothing out some of the edges. That should be good. And now just a little bit of clone stamping to get rid of these droplets. Go. Just trying to sort of follow the texture of the scales so I don't break it too much. It's not the most important thing, but you know, I like my details being correct. I'm like that. Oh, there's a pretty bad texture here, and that is entirely my fault. Just gonna try to fix it with surrounding textures. That was me stretching the texture a bit too far. I'm trying to make it look like it was going down like this. That should do the trick. Okay, so we're getting there. Definitely. We're gonna need a little soft light. No, that's not the right layer. Here. A little soft light here, and just a little brush to kind of equalize this white and this here. Okay, then for the eye, I'm thinking we darken, just go very dark with the eye. Give some contrast, not that much, but do a little bit more shadow for consistency. Okay, that covers the head. Let's go to the body. Let's do a soft light. And we need a little bit of a shadow here, so the leg makes a bit more sense. Something below the arm. Then I guess this is part of the legs, so it won't make a lot of sense. So we need to go to the legs here. Draw some more shadows. So it's basically a process of just getting first a solid base like we had before, and just cumulatively adding a bunch of layers of just light, shadow, just slowly trying to integrate everything into a single entity. That makes any sense. So this arm 2. Gotta do a little play around with lights here. And then a little overlay or soft light, both should do the trick. Same here. Okay, I think that covers that arm at least. I don't think it's perfect, but it'll get there. Okay. What's next? A little bit for the tail. I think that covers all the main body pieces, more or less. Let me know if you guys have any thoughts or critiques. I always appreciate them. Sometimes when you've been looking at something for too long, mistakes start being unnoticeable. We need some shadow here, some ass shadow. Okay, let's see. Here. Just gonna do some normal. Okay, then I think we're gonna do... I'm gonna figure out like where he's standing and where he's covered and not. So I think I'm gonna put it at, yeah, something like 50% opacity. I'm just gonna paint all these little parts out. I'm gonna do the bulk of it, because I'll save it a lot of time. There we go. Don't have to do every single little leaf, as long as there's some and it makes sense. Don't have to go overboard. Okay, this little branch here. Okay, hopefully that part sort of makes sense. I have to see when we turn the opacity back on, we'll probably notice some parts that don't match or whatever. Some parts that need more shadow, stuff like that. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. Let's see. Okay, obviously some parts need more shadow, but I think that sort of works. Yeah, let's do some like top level shadows here. Make this look like it's coming out of the brush here. Okay, that should be hopefully good. What's next? A little basic shadow just below here. What's the lighting in this picture, by the way? I guess I should have figured that out at the beginning, but... what kind of lighting do we have? Okay, so pretty overhead, not very strong. So it should be like soft shadows directly below. Basically like we were doing. So we're good. You know, when you're trying to integrate pictures, the areas of contact are always going to be the most sensitive. So the places where your subject touches the background, where the feet like are on the ground, those are very, very important parts. And usually what you have to pay most attention to is that. If you get that right, that'll trick most brains into thinking they're the same picture. And that's what you want to do, right? You want to trick brains. That's the whole concept here. Not in a bad way, but you know what I mean. Okay, let's soften that a little bit. I think I went too hard with the shadow. Okay, how's that? Do a little. I want to do a little levels here. Maybe reduce that like very, very bright white. It has a lot of contrast in general, so you do have to play around with that. Gonna do some more soft light, just for the whole hind legs and this whole area. It's just generally like closer to the trees, should be a little bit more in shadow. How are we feeling about this in general? Some general thoughts about like the creature, how it's integrated, all that good stuff. I think it's a pretty cool monster, honestly. Very hybrid, but in a good way, I mean. Looks like some failed experiments, or maybe something like from classic Greek mythology or something that they would have made up there. Try to exaggerate some of the scales in there, because they're pretty cool. No, I'm not gonna do the pupil so dark. I want the whole eye to be a little bit. Okay, let's see if we just put everything together and just add some noise to everything, make it fit a bit better in that term. Let's see if it'll look good. I think I should do grain and pretty large, because as you can see here, we've lost a lot of detail in this image. So doing large grain will help us kind of blend that together. Then I want to do vignette. Okay, let's see. So I don't know the exact feeling I want to go for, but maybe like a dark picture taken around nighttime. Just comparing here before and after. So this makes it look pretty integrated into the background, which I think is pretty fun. Like, it's more or less the same. It's not that much brighter than the foliage around it and stuff. This part of the edit is where a lot of the tone will come through. So we need something like where we set like how dark it's going to be, how eerie or not. It's a balance really, but it's not too easy. Okay, let's see. What do you guys feel about this? Okay, there's a few things I want to do before I re-add this. I want to do a little bit of gradient here with the whites. It's maybe a bit too much. I want to do some more shadows here. What else? Maybe I'll reduce the whitest part of it, just so it doesn't pop out that much. Oh god, this transition here is not very good. Let's do that. Oh, this. And that. Should be a little bit better now. Okay then. Let's try that on again. Okay. Now just to compare to how it looked before. We got it a little bit toned down, so oh god, this bug keeps happening. It's the worst. Got a little bit toned down in general. So now it should be like better integrated into its surroundings. It should help. Because I was having a lot of trouble here with the whites and the highlights. Just to try to not make this super bright compared to everything else. Okay, I'm liking this vibe better already. You know, I'm usually a big fan of the less you show the better, which in this case I'm kind of breaking because I'm showing like the creature right in the middle, perfectly framed. So I'm trying to kind of correct for that and try to just darken everything a little bit, make it like a bit less readable, I guess. I don't know if it's a good choice here, but I don't know, it's the feeling it gives me. It's what I want to do, you know? There is a little something I want to try. No, that's too dark. Maybe we do give the pupils a little bit of contrast. And this line around the eyes. Okay. I think this is pretty good. We still don't have a name for this guy. What should his name be? Hello. I am... the... What are you, little guy? Okay, so Aethris a little while ago told me a good name from a Greek creature, I believe. It was a Lamia. I don't know if that would work. I don't know how Lamias are supposed to look. So let's check it out. Let's go here. Let's look for Lamia. Oh, they're like, yeah, like snake women. Female demon who devoured children. Gosh. Okay, so that would be like the mythological take on it. We went for like mythological creature. But if we go with Cryptid that is well known in this little town in the middle of nowhere, it would be something like the something or other snake man, right? We just need to find a place in maybe like middle of nowhere USA and do the something snake man. I don't know. Give me places in the middle of the US. We can go to Google Maps and just can do okay, what's a wooded place in the US? I guess Virginia, West Virginia, something like that. Could go to the Wild Meadow Snake Man. Tennessee. Okay, Tennessee. Sparta. The Spartan Snake Man. God, there's very long names for places in Tennessee. Big Sandy. That's a place. Oh my god. The US, I swear. The Crab Orchard. What the fuck is this name? The Crab Orchard. Next to Renegade Mountain. The fuck? These are also such strange names. Vonor? What? Pigeon Forge. Okay, be straight with me now. When people got to the US, did they just take a random name generator and name every town like that? Because Friendsville. Fucking Friendsville. Oh god. Friendsville and Pigeon Forge are like top tier names. Okay, about Knoxville or something a little bit smaller, I guess. Sweetwater. Sweetwater sounds like a very... Really? A bunch of friends live there. Interesting. About the Sweetwater Snake Man. Is that a bit long? Or... is angry. How about Angry Snake? Not for real. I don't know, it needs to be catchier. This is not catchy. This is not catchy. I am the maybe Viper Man instead of Snake Man, something that's a little bit more. What are some synonyms for snake? Like other close words, like Viper or. Serpent. Okay, serpent is good. Vermin. Serpent, I like serpent. So, Serpent Man sounds... It's not bad, actually. 2 words, so... The Serpent of Sweetwater. Yeah, that's it. It already has a better sound to it. Serpent of Sweetwater. It does need to be catchier though. Like at the end of the day, this is gonna be our next marketable creature. So put a little hat on him. Cute. See, I like the place name, but it's not very... It's kind of forgettable at the end of the day. It's something that fits this guy. Look at him, smoking a cigarette. Sweet servant. Oh. Sweets. Sweets the serpent. Sweets. Very good at drawing hearts. There we go. Beautiful. No, I'm still not convinced. Got a stick man on him. See, I'm not that bad at drawing. Is there not other snake synonyms? Something we can... Just serpent and viper. Well, I guess, yeah. Just like a species of snake. Adder, anaconda is pretty good. Chicken snake is not very good. King snake. That's pretty cool. But like king serpent. King viper. Even better. We'll just give him a little crown. Beautiful. How regal. I love this little regal guy. Beautiful. What are other cool snake names? King Cobra, King Snake, I guess those are all already things. Milk Snake. What's the name of this one, by the way? I don't know, I think it's in the file name somewhere. Corn Snake, I think it was. If I recall correctly. Which is not a very good cryptid name. Corn Snake or something related to that. Yeah, Corn Snake. There we go. Could be the Corn King. Corn King. I'm bad at coming up with names. It is not my thing. Give me a little regal. Hey, Sora. Here we're scribbling on top of our thing, but we're trying to come up with a good name for it, because this is gonna be the next like cool marketable creature that everybody's gonna love. We just made it up today on the spot using the creature generator from the Discord server. So yeah, we only missing a name. Lucasian. Thank you for that follow. Something reptile, something with snake, with viper. Like the snake plus a place name, which is not that marketable, so I don't like it as much. They're just sweets. Just giving him a cool cape and stuff. Fitting of a king. Next Siren Head. Hey Bad Dog, how are you doing? Look at all this scribbling. This is our guy. Man Snake. I like Man Snake. Actually has a good sound to it. Man Snake. Sounds like Mandrake or something. Sounds like sounds like it would be a thing, you know? Thanks, Sora. Hope you like all the cool little details I gave him. Before he had a fedora and glasses, but I'm gonna give him glasses again. But they're gonna be cool glasses. He's a cool guy. So yeah, it's gonna be marketable. Man Snake is good. Man Serpent, no, doesn't sound so good. Man Viper, I approve this idea. Everything's better with glasses. I should give glasses to every one of my creatures. It's not very good cloth, but you know. Not the one that draws here. Hyper Beast. Giving Crocs. Okay, I need to move away some of the scribbles, but he's gonna get some Crocs in his front legs because it's very cool. So this, for everyone joining in, this creature was made with using a very wonky creature generator that we have on the Discord. It's very fun to play around with. I'll just say that you just give it a creature and it'll give you a bunch of mixed up traits and stuff. And yeah, if you join the server, it's an endless prompt generator. If you ask him for just a prompt, it'll give you a cool mystery prompt that you can use for like stories or drawings or whatever. Just like cool mysterious sounding stuff that can get your brain going. Crocs. How does one draw Crocs? So they have like a little it's gonna be hard to draw them in this weird feat this guy has, but I'll try my best with my limited abilities. They have this little thing, right? And then they... I don't know, what shape are Crocs? They're just gonna look like weird sacks, but whatever. They gotta have a lot of little... His feet are way too large. It's gonna look like clown shoes. Clown Crocs. Clown Crocs is such a cursed concept. I hope I never have to see again. In sports mode. And the best thing is the Crocs aren't in his front legs, basically in his claws, so it's rendering him unusable. Put spurs on them. How does one fit that into a Croc? Also, he has spurs already. He's our little king. He deserves everything, honestly. But especially a name. It's all said for an Anon town. Exactly. It's got everything. It's a cool guy because he smokes. Yes, I did. I did too. Okay, which of these like floating names do you like better? It's time to choose. It's time to give our beautiful boy a name for one. Okay, like Piper, man. That's also a combination we haven't tried. See, I really like something like King Viper or King Serpent. It might be a bit too pretentious, you know? But if I saw this around, I would be like, oh yes, if the snakes have a king, that's the guy. That's the guy. He's even wearing a crown. God's sake. Viper is such a pointed word. What is a pointed word? Manservant, manservant. Oh god. Yeah, you're like Mansnake. I think I like Mansnake too. Roi Serpent. Yeah, that would be like max pretentious. In a good way. Nothing against the idea. It's just be like, let's go all in. Let's call him the name in French. I guess he needs a backstory. We don't have a backstory for him. Feel free to suggest things. But it is like a story behind him. Is it like a result of a botched experiment? Should we leave that kind of unclear? We do need to give him a place to live. US is the most typical because US is where most cryptids are located lately, but if we were naming him in French, we could do like France. That would make sense. Were snake. Oh, there is also, I think I erased this one, but there's a play, we could play on the Lamia, which is a Greek mythological creature, which is some kind of like serpent woman that like kills babies or something. It's pretty dark, but but something with Lamia could be fun. Must be bitten. Like we could just do just Lamia, right? I think a play on it would be more fun. Holding out for sweets. Lamia sounds nice, but Lamia is like already a thing. So it would be fun to like come up with some version of it. Lammy-man. Lammy-man. Sorry, better than Lamia. The Tennessee Lamia. Samia, man. I like Lamia too. We could just do Lamia, right? Is it something like people know about? I think the only thing I knew about Lamia is probably some like Final Fantasy enemy, because they always take like things from mythology. They have different Lamias down south. I don't know, like, have you guys heard about Lamias as like mythological creatures? Not until now. Okay. Then I think we can just go with it and kind of use the Lamia myth as a sort of backstory, or not really backstory, but some sort of flavor for it, right? Because, okay, let's pull up. Here's a good crab. Say hi to him. Got Lamia. Right, so Greek mythology. It's a female demon who devoured children. And like, that's pretty metal already, right? Hi, crab. It's Queen of Libya, beloved by Zeus. Oh, so it's just one. It's not like a species of creature. It's just the Lamia, or the one Lamia. I like this. I like this. The boogeyman. It's the ancient Greek boogeyman. I think that it fits. It just fits like a glove, right? Tennessee Lamia, fiction nerds referred to as sweets. I like that. No, Medusa is not a Lamia. It's a Gorgon. You little. I mean, yeah, I think it's gotta be Lamia. It just fits too well. Say hi to Lamia. Then it's a female. I gotta remember that, because Lamia is a female demon. Should we give... Excuse my joke, but should we give her a very, very obviously gendered item, like a little bow or something, just so people know? Because when you do like a cryptid or a monster, everyone calls them a he out automatically. Like, come on. Little variety. Yeah, it's a good. I don't know who said Lamia up above, but thank you. Who is cursed to turn into a snake 1 day per week. Interesting. She's fine. Let's not add an extremely gender item, okay. There is something I want to remove, because I just noticed it down here. So, it's that little bit of text there. As you can see, the base picture and what we added are very different qualities. But thankfully, we managed to... Oh, cancel here. We managed to hide that difference just by using noise and stuff. So I think it's passable. It looks the part, I think. Oh, now we gotta add a little bit of like a little bit of grunge on there. Let's do how much? This one should look good. It's not a lot. Done. Okay, just a little bit of dust. Maybe like snails. How do you mean like snails? Okay, so we add this, we do screen. There we go, a bunch of noise. Not noise, this is dust. A bit of Gaussian. Oh, hermaphrodite. Yeah, okay. Hermaphrodites, do you say? Or, because it's the word is a mix of Hermes and Aphrodite. I don't know how do you say that in English. You would say it hermafrodita in Spanish, but I am still at it. It hasn't been that long, Clep. I usually stream for like upwards of 4 hours minimum. I can only stream 1 day a week, so it is my exchange there. Okay, now we can add this crunch texture, which is kind of darkening things. Yeah, it's not entirely. So we can do it on screen. Okay, that's good. And that's like bigger things. Like adding crap. I love adding crap on my images. It just gives it personality. I'm also gonna do just a little bit of this. But I just push up the flags a tiny bit, and that makes it look just a little bit more washed out, I guess. Could do that to the whites too, but they're already pretty lowered as is. So I think we're good on that. Yeah, this is a Lamia. A friend. Oh, did I? Oh no, I erased all my cool drawings. Oh. Now she's sad. But yeah, she's cool. Oh, they're cool. Haven't figured that part out yet. Not too important. Oh, cool. Cool queen, or king, or monarch, I guess. Hell yeah. So okay, I'm gonna spill the beans on why I've been making this. We're testing out a little concept that might come out or not, but between a few horror artists, we were testing a way to basically say fuck you to NFTs and the whole crypto art thing that's going on by auctioning cool cryptids, basically. So gonna do this, maybe put them on some collectible cards, and it's still in process. So the idea is to auction one in like a unique one, and then sell the others, sell packs of cards at a fixed price. It's an idea. We'll see if it comes out. I'll keep you guys posted, of course. But of course, the idea is to do cryptid currency. And this is, I guess, is gonna be a cryptid coin. We haven't figured out the naming yet, naming conventions, but yeah, she's sweet. Yeah, I'll keep you guys posted about that whole cryptid currency thing, because I think it's gonna be pretty cool. Okay, what? We've been going for 3 and something hours, like a bit more than 3.5. I think we could do one of those Peculiar Children, one more like this before we go, and then leave it at that, because I don't think we have time to create a new cryptid like this. This took some time at the end of the day, but I think I'm gonna do a very quick break just to go to the bathroom and stuff. So I'll be right back.